fighting for justice. Our injury attorneys serve communities across the state. The name you know, the firm you trust, Thomas J. Henry Law.
Cleared to go to get the streamers of Alpha 3-1 right.
We'd also like to thank LNFdistributors.com. A big thank you to Sunbelt Rentals, your trusted partner in equipment solutions nationwide. Sunbelt is proud to be a sponsor of this year's air show and support our military, our pilots, and this amazing community. From power critical infrastructure to supporting special events like today's show, Sunbelt Rentals makes it happen safely, reliably, and with unmatched service. In just a few months, you'll notice aircraft taking off in front of us. These are some of your local hometown heroes from right here at Naval Air Station Corpus Christi. These are the T-6 Texan IIs. Primary trainers used by the Navy and the Marine Corps, and the United States Air Force as well. These aircraft are named in honor of a World War II training aircraft, the North American T-6 Texan, that was an advanced trainer during World War II. The T-6 Texan IIs are primary trainers. This is one of the first aircraft that a Naval cadet or Marine Corps cadet would climb into to learn the T-31, the White Owls. Throttle coming forward on the T-54A Marlin II. And leading the way, the T-54 Marlin II, followed by the T-44C Pegasus.
We're tired of the 8 on about the 2,000 mark there on the other side of it.
Get ready for opening ceremony. All right?
Snoop, you get a chance? Inbound from your left, from Whiting Naval Air Station in Florida, members of your United States Navy, coaching in the TH-57C Ranger. Our Sea Ranger pilots today are Lieutenant Commander Jessica Whitens and Lieutenant Joseph Pius in the first aircraft. And in the second aircraft is Lieutenant James Cosby and Lieutenant Roy Thigpen. The TH-57C Ranger is a derivative of the commercial Bell Jet Ranger 206, although primarily used for advanced training in helicopter pilot syllabus. These aircraft are also used for photo, chase, and utility missions. And approaching from the left, the aircraft that'll be replacing the Sea Ranger, the TH73A Thrasher. The lead pilot is Major Brian Jordan. Co-pilot is Lieutenant Colonel Mike Dominic. In the second aircraft, the pilot is Lieutenant Chris Nido and the co-pilot, Lieutenant Mathis Apizio. The TH-73A Thrasher, a derivative of the commercial Leonardo TH-119. As part of the Advanced Helicopter Training System, the TH-73A serves as a training platform for Navy, Marine Corps, and Coast Guard rotary wing training, and will provide the rotary wing portion of training for all Navy and Marine Corps tilt rotor aviators. Miles per hour. Your Texan flight includes Major William Guru Harding in the lead aircraft. In the back seat will be Commander Thomas Youngins from North Platte, Nebraska. In the second aircraft, the pilot will be Commander Colin Johnson. In the back seat, Lieutenant Alexander Quickshell. In the third aircraft, Major James Hernandez at the controls. In the back seat, Lieutenant Dexter Clark. The number 4 aircraft will be flown by Lieutenant Commander Caleb DeMarco. In the back seat, Lieutenant Commander Gabriel Lopez. In aircraft number 5, it will be flown by Major Ryan Garvey. In the back seat, Lieutenant Shane Fletcher. And in the 6th aircraft, the pilot will be Major Daniel Patchell. And in the back seat, Lieutenant Seth Ashley. Ladies and gentlemen, from your left, members of BT-27, the Boomers from Corpus Christi.
Great line, great flight, guys. Thank you. Ghost, you're cleared inbound.
Next inbound will be members of BT-31 and BT-36. Flying the T-44. The T-44 is a Beech King Air 90, which made its first flight in May of 1963. The King Air was the first aircraft in its class and was produced continuously from 1964 until 2021. The U.S. military has used the King Air 90s in various roles, primarily as VIP and liaison transport, with designations including the T-44 Pegasus and the Army as the U-21. The T-44A is a training version designated as the Model H-90 by Beechcraft, used to train Navy, Marine, Coast Guard, and Air Force pilots to fly multi-engine aircraft. A total of 61 have been delivered to the Navy between 1977 and 1980. Your lead pilot today in Ghost Flight, Lieutenant Gregory, call sign Darrell Reed. In the co-pilot seat, Major Pete Spoon Kingston. In the second aircraft, it'll be Lieutenant Colonel F. Dunsworth. And in the right seat, Captain Eric Ping Pong Wilford. And in the third aircraft, Lieutenant Colonel Brian J. Biggins and Major Samuel Ron Adams.
Lethal, call 3 miles.
Next inbound will be the T-45 Goshawks, Training Squadron VT-21, known as the Red Hawks, and Training Squadron VT-22, known as the Golden Eagles, are the Navy's jet strike squadrons based at Naval Air Station Kingsville, flying the T-45C. Took deliveries beginning in December of 1997 and is built around a newer glass cockpit design. The Goshawk is powered by a Rolls-Royce F405 turbofan producing 5,500 pounds of thrust. Has a top speed of 645 miles an hour and a range of 805 miles. Goshawk flight inbound from your left. The lead plane will be flown by Major Matthew Trevino. The second aircraft being flown by Major Brian Goss. Aircraft number 3, Lieutenant Matthew Thomas. And the fourth aircraft, Lieutenant Colonel Thane Norman. And members of Training Squadron VT-21, known as the Red Hawks, and VT-22, known as the Golden Eagle. From your left, ladies and gentlemen, the T-45 Goshawk. Based right here at Corpus Christi, Kingsville, and from Whiting Naval Air Station in Florida.
Texan flight, air,
Taxiing in front of us, again, the C-147A, the Golden Knights aircraft of choice. You can see the door open on the side of the fuselage. That's where the jumpers exit the aircraft. And again, we'll see more of the Golden Knights a little bit later on this afternoon. Again, at 8,000 feet above our heads. From your left, ladies and gentlemen, members of VT-27, the T-6 Texan IIs. Watch now for the brake to land. VT-27 has been flying the T-6 Texan II since 2013. You can see the aircraft spaced out nicely. The pitch out to landing maneuver was actually developed during World War II. In the South Pacific, many islands were controlled not by just one side, but sometimes by both Japanese and American forces. And an aircraft, of course, is most vulnerable when it's coming into land. The pitch out to land was developed so that the aircraft could quickly be spaced and get on the ground as quickly as possible. You heard me mention earlier you might need some ear protection. Well, we're coming up on one of our first earplug alerts, okay? This is your official earplug alert. Prepare yourself, because coming up in just a few moments, we're going to get ready for a flight demonstration by the United States Navy's F/A-18F Super Hornet. Inbound for their pitch out. Members of VT-35, the Stingrays, and VT-31, the Wise Owls, flying the T-44 Pegasus. And of course the lead aircraft, the new T-54A Marlin II. Landing to CNATRA here at the 2025 Wings of the South Texas Air Show, being presented by Thomas J. Henry Law. Look to your left. As the lead aircraft, the brand new T-45A Marlin leads the flight. two T-44s. Again, leading the way, the T-45A, 54A, and the two T-44s with a pitch out to land. Taxing in, members of BT-27, the Boomers. As they taxi by, that's a unique look right there, ladies and gentlemen, as they taxi close to the high side of the Blue Angels, because the aircraft you see out there, the T-6 Texan II, is a primary trainer. This is where it all starts, and this is where it can end up, in the cockpit of Super Hornet. As they taxi by, again, they won't be able to hear your applause, but let's give them a big Texas wave as they come by. Again, members of BT-27, taxi by. Again, they're going to get a nice close-up look when they taxi by in front of you. And we're going to show them how friendly we are and appreciative of the big wave as they come by your way. And who knows, maybe some of the other people out here today, you could be in the cockpit of one of these aircraft before long. You can get more information about a career in the United States Navy. We're right out here. We got plenty of service members that'll be glad to point you in the right direction.
Call sign Beta, and on behalf of the United States Navy and Strike Fighter Squadron 106, we are proud to present to you the U.S. Navy Rhino Demo Team. The demo float profile you are about to witness highlights mobility, versatility, and power of the most lethal carrier-based strike fighter aircraft in the world, the FA-18 Super Hornet, nicknamed the